Chris Coleman with the National Weather Service says a white Christmas is in store for the Flagstaff area.
There's quite a bit of snow that's currently ongoing, and anywhere in the Flagstaff area could see 5 to maybe even 10 inches of snow by the end of today.
And in the valley, you can expect consistent light to moderate rain throughout the day and into the evening, so make sure to keep an umbrella handy. And if you're traveling by car instead of sleigh, the Arizona Department of Transportation is advising.
We like drivers to budget extra time, slow down, be ready to put off travel during the worst weather. If you're in the high country, we've prepared to spend more time on the roads than usual.
Lori Merrill with ADOT also recommends packing an emergency kit with extra food, water, and sand or non-clumping kitty litter to give your tires some extra traction in case you need it. An armed suspect who eluded police in Goodyear, Surprise, and twice in Avondale was finally arrested.
The man wanted for allegedly bringing a gun into a Buckeye Walmart and holding someone at gunpoint Friday has been caught. Our TV partners at ABC 15 say a Buckeye police officer noticed Christopher Mendoza walking near Verrado Way in Watkins. When police asked him to stop, he refused and shot him. Mendoza was taken to the hospital where his condition is unknown. One officer suffered minor injuries but expected to be okay. Gabriel Camino, KTAR News.
Merry Christmas Eve. You know what to do if you're flying out of Sky Harbor today. Check your flight status, check in before you head to the airport, and arrive at least 2 hours early. Sky Harbor also offers gift wrapping services between 8:30 a.m. and noon today in Terminal 4 near checkpoints B and C just past security. Now let's get a check on traffic. We've got Monica Reed for you live in the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center.
Taylor, right now we're doing pretty good on our Valley freeways. Roads are wet, but traffic is nice and light, so no major problems. We did have this vehicle that went off the roadway earlier, southbound 17 at 7th Street at the on-ramp. That's just about out of the way for you. And remember, if you're traveling to northern Arizona for Christmas, as Taylor said, be ready for winter driving conditions. This support is brought to you by your Valley Chevy dealers. It's the Chevy employee discount for everyone going on now at your Valley Chevy dealers. The price you pay is the price they pay, and not a penny more. On sale now at your Valley Chevy dealers. Hurry into Freeway Chevrolet in Chandler. I'm Monica Reed, KTAR News.
Thanks, Monica. KTAR weather for the Valley. It's 54 degrees and rainy right now. Not exactly a white Christmas, but definitely a white Christmas here in the Valley. There are going to be thunderstorms today throughout the day. Your high is only 59, but an 80% chance of rain throughout the day. Weather brought to you by Howard Air. I'm Taylor Kinnerup on Arizona's news station, KTAR News.
It's the best of Bruce St. James and Pamela Hughes. The Lead.
Yeah, last year the Phoenix police had a record-breaking year of officer-involved shootings. Now, in an effort to learn from that, the chief wanted officers to record every time they pointed their gun at people. ABC 15 has now crunched the numbers, and they have found that 457 people were held at gunpoint in 1 month for a total of 318 incidents.
Yeah, so there are some conflicting numbers in here, and Pamela, do we start just by saying we're trying to understand some of these? So the numbers we're giving you are the numbers we have.
You're trying to understand.
We're not 100% sure how they
There
arrived.
ain't no clear than that.
Yeah, and we're working with ABC 15 right now to
understand.
try to get to the bottom of it. But the way I understand it right now, and that could change here as soon as we get more information, but as I understand it
You
right
got
now,
enough damn
we
information now.
have Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams, who made the decision that every single time an officer points their weapon at someone, they're going to have to file a report. Okay?
There will be a written document. There will be something that explains that. Got it.
So we find out that 318 reports of
Now, of
guns
course,
being
this is
pointed at a person
Phoenix
were filed
News
in 1
trying
month.
to paint their city in a good light.
And of those 318 reports, they involved 457 people. So you can, if we're at how I'm interpreting this right now.
Yeah, the difference between the numbers.
This is the best I can do until we get more information. But how I understand it is something happens, Bruce. Right? You and I are somewhere.
We're in a fight.
Yeah, and the police show up and
Rolling around on the ground.
They point a gun, right? They're going to file one report for the incident.
Pointing of gun.
But 2 people are involved.
These fuckers here,
That's kind of how
boy.
I understand
Okay,
it.
They ain't gonna never want to.
sense on that standpoint.
They ain't gonna never want to paint their town in a
points that
bad
came out of
way.
it is that of the, now we know 457 people who were held at gunpoint by Phoenix police in 1 month.
In 1 month. Like, don't
1
gloss
month.
over that. That seems unusually high to me.
More than 10 a day?
Well, probably about 15 at that point. But I'm like, is that normal?
77% of them were people of color.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what do you want to decipher from that?
What is it?
77% of the population of Phoenix is not of
Just
color.
shoot them.
There is a racial disparity, to say the least.
7% of Phoenix population is black, according to the U.S. Census Bureau estimates.
Shoot 'em.
People of color, though, also could potentially mean
I'm black.
Latino.
I'm saying that now.
I was going to put those two together.
I'm saying what they saying.
Because if it's 7% of the population, they get 77% point guns at them. That is.
The racial component of this is most definitely an aspect of the story. But overall, just looking at it from, a 30,000-foot viewpoint, 457 people in the city of Phoenix were held at gunpoint in 1 month by Phoenix PD.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in law enforcement. I don't know if that is an unusually high number. I'm going to admit,
right and
I don't
wrong.
know. And we're working right now with our law enforcement experts that we routinely have on the air to get somebody on to kind of give us their perspective on it. Because I'm a civilian. I've never put on a badge. I've never worn a gun. I don't know.
Racism,
but as a civilian, I read those headlines, and it seems unusually high.
I don't disagree in the slightest, especially when we have some of our law enforcement experts, some of our people in here who say, well, I've been a cop for 30 years. I've never pulled my gun ever once. So,
Well, no, the way I've heard it is they've never shot anybody.
okay, fair enough. But,
Difference between pulling a gun and shooting
but
someone.
pulling your gun is the withdrawing of your weapon from its holster, your lethal weapon, and pointing it at someone commonplace now. And one of I use the term, even for me, more disturbing is I fully understand and acknowledge that police officers need to have a lethal weapon on their persons for.
Yeah, just a large coffee, 3 and 3. That's it.
A large coffee?
Yes.
Hey, it's 109. Thank you.
Check your ass on that.
Ask them because our TV partners over at ABC 15 did this investigative report, and that's where we're getting these numbers from. But I do think it's important to point out that of the 318 incidents, officers only fired their gun once.
Interesting. So again, they're using guns for compliance, not because there's a threat?
Well, I don't think you can decipher that from this data.
Okay.
I think that, again, as a civilian, 450 people being held at gunpoint in the city of Phoenix in 1 month by the department is shocking to me. But should it be? Because I don't have any other information to compare it against.
Yeah, compared to what?
Okay?
Right. I see where you're going.
I'm encouraged that Chief Jerry Williams is asking for this data, is requiring her officers to file this additional report, of which I'm sure most of them don't like the idea that they have to do this. More paperwork. We know nobody likes more paperwork.
Nobody does.
I get it. But this is the first month. We need to see what next month looks like, and the following month, and then the following month. And we need to start seeing if there is a trend, to get some context to it. I don't have any context. I've got numbers.
Yeah.
And the numbers are frankly shocking to me, but should they be? I don't know yet. Are you in law
It seems
enforcement?
high.
Again,
It
civilian.
seems high.
It seems high. But if you're in law enforcement and you're listening to us talk about this and you have a perspective, again, we're working on getting our experts on to give us that perspective, but we totally welcome yours as well. So if you're hearing these numbers and you've heard us say something and you've got a nugget that you think that we need to hear or a different perspective to share, because you do put the gun on and the badge on every single day, we'd love to hear from you on our open mic line, 602-200-2733. That's 602-200-2733. And that open mic line is brought to you by Carol Royce with Keller Williams Realty East Valley.
If I think about it like this too, and I just used my phone.
I saw you. I didn't know what you were doing over there. Oh, I'm glad you used the phone then.
Freaking 9:13
on a Friday. You've had a long week. There's no math at this point.
I'm
Use the
nowhere
calculator,
near.
buddy.
That you're talking about. If this was an average month of data we're looking at, that Phoenix police officers pull their weapons and point them at one or more people 3,600 times a year. If this month is an average, I don't know if it's an anomaly. I know if it's unusually high or unusually low. That just seems high, and to me, it in some way, shape, or form might help explain. Why are you looking at me?
No, go ahead.
Did I do the math wrong?
No, I'm not checking your math. I'm checking something
My God,
else.
She's literally looking.
I'm not checking your work. I
I'll
promise.
redo my math. That we know that we've had these last year the highest rate of officer-involved shootings in the nation. But these two things seem to go with one another. Even though only one time it was discharged of this, if officers are pulling their weapons routinely, especially for nonviolent or people without weapons, somebody's going to get shot.
But again, I want to reiterate that of the 318 incidents and the 457 people that were held at gunpoint, only one person was shot.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So I was doing some math of my own.
Oh,
and
God.
it is Friday.
Yeah.
And so
you used your iPhone as well.
I used my calculator.
Use a
Absolutely.
Good for you.
Because you
this
looked
is
at
why
it,
I don't need to learn math in high school, by the way.
You looked at it from like what would the yearly average be?
A year.
You know what? I know what a year is, but I mean, it's such a long period of time. What's the daily average?
Ooh.
So if we're looking at the 457 people in the city of Phoenix in 1 month held at gunpoint, that averages to today, 15 people in the city of Phoenix will have had a gun pointed at them.
More math for you.
Oh, geez, no!
What's 77% of 15?
I don't know. You do that. And you know what? Frankly, I agree with Chief Williams.
11 and a half of those are people of color.
Do we want to go 11 or 12? Because I'm not going a half a person.
I'm going with half a person.
I'm not. No, that's like what people
Mixed
have,
race.
like 2.5 kids. No, people
Mixed
don't have a
race.
half a kid.
I got a black mom and a white dad.
Chief Williams, I agree with in August when she said, when a gun is pointed at someone, that is a traumatic event. Have you ever had a gun pointed at you?
Not by a police officer.
Okay, that's a story when we go to break at the bottom of the hour. I want to hear.
Not by a police
I want to hear. Okay.
More than once. Come on.
Are you serious?
Live life on the edge, Pamela. You never know.
It's the best of Bruce St. James and Pamela Hughes.
With the possible exception of, mistletoe? Cox has everything you need to get ready for the holidays. This is Jim Sharp, and if you have family coming to town, panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox has you and them covered with reliably fast Wi-Fi in every room and on every device. If you're traveling, you can stream all your favorite shows on the go
so that's
using
the city I
Contour
live
app.
in,
Plus,
Phoenix,
get peace of
Arizona
mind
now.
while you're away with Cox Home Life's 24/7 professional monitoring, HD cameras, door sensors, and motion detectors. And if you're doing your holiday shopping online, Cox
Twilight
Home Life
Zone.
can help you keep an eye on those special deliveries when you're not home. If you want to impress the neighbors with the best lights on the block, Cox Home Life smart plugs make it easy to control your holiday lights, set automatic schedules, and even control them with your Contour voice remote. Just say, turn on lights, and voila, holiday cheer. Cox helps you keep connected with your friends and family and your home this holiday season, even when you're far away. Get all the details at Cox.com. Cox.com.
Arizona homeowners, your old, outdated windows need replacing and you want the best for your family. Beautiful, energy-efficient windows to keep your energy bills low. Make your home more beautiful and to be certain your family stays warm this winter.
Keep the cold outside but stay warm and cozy inside with new energy-efficient windows.
All while saving you money.
American Vision Windows offers the highest quality products, expert installation, and unmatched customer service.
For an amazing Christmas this year, give your family the gift of style and comfort and save. 0 down, 0% interest, 0 payments for 18 months, and free installation.
From our family to yours, we would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Call today and save. 480-422-1632. That's 480-422-1632. 480-422-1632. Or click AmericanVisionWindows.com. ROC number 2675999. Unapproved credit. Some restrictions apply. Offer ends 12/31/19.
You know, it's been twice in the last 3 years. We couldn't resist the year-end savings at our Desert Ford dealers. Paul Calvi's here, and if you go there during the final days of the Ford year-end sales event, we're talking some of the best savings of the year. I mean, even Santa's going to stop by and trade in the old sleigh when you can get an estimated 20% in savings on select 2019 Ford models, America's best-selling brand. This is when I got my Edge a year ago. Before that, we got an Explorer for the family, and yes, it even includes the best-selling line of trucks for more than 4 decades running, that F-150. It's built Ford tough with best-in-class towing and payload. Built Ford smart when that estimated 20% in savings on a 2019 F-150 XLT 4x4 comes out to an estimated savings of $11,613 plus another $750 in bonus cash when you finance with Ford Credit, and we can earn complimentary maintenance during the Ford year-end sales event. But hurry, offers end January 2nd. Just click buyfordnow.com.
What would you say to someone who's willing to make you an as-is cash offer on your house within 24 hours? This is Doug Hopkins from Realty Executives and DougHopkins.com. I'll buy your house for cash with no fees, no repairs, no banks, and no hassles. Any price, any condition, any size, and we can close in as little as 3 days. I don't care if it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition. Just go to DougHopkins.com for your free cash offer. And make sure to check out the Flipping Real Estate Radio Show at its new time, Saturdays at noon, right here on KTAR News 92.3 FM.
Hi there. You can probably tell I'm an elf. Toy making season is finally over, and I get a couple weeks off to do whatever I want. And I'm coming to Arizona to clean carpet. You might think it's weird, but
greatest
us
lie
elves
ever
love to
been
clean.
told.
Oh, sure, everyone knows us for
by
our toy
all
making,
kind of
but
people.
cleaning is my passion, and the timing couldn't be
This
better.
December,
Zero Res Carpet Cleaning
I'm
is
not
having
gonna
a
say what
huge
it
sale
is.
right now that goes from Christmas to the end of the year. You can get 3 rooms of carpet, zero resified, for only $115. That's crazy! You get their patented system that uses
You can actually tell the people that lie on the news by the stories that they tell in December close to Christmas. And I'm not saying what they're lying about. I won't spoil it for somebody, but so I kind of pay attention to news anchors, the way they lie about something, especially around December. And so I can kind of get a feel of how they could lie about an actual story or how something really happened. And from that, I can make a measure of a man or a woman as far as getting the facts and nothing but the facts. I'll put it like that. So anyway, I couldn't wash my car, it's raining. Christmas Eve in Phoenix, Arizona.